Alright. We are on the draw with Rug Delver. Looks like a good hand. We've got some interaction, some lands, some threats. I didn't even have to sort this one. That's a sign. It must be a keep. Scalding Tarn will probably get a breeding pool. Just not right away. Well, maybe right away. Don't know. Now it's probably going to be... Oh, never mind. We were close. Could have played Scalding Tarn and then held it up. As is, turn 1 Delver's probably a better play. Misty Rainforest could be a lot of decks. Breeding Pool narrows that down nicely. Plains helps a lot more. Voice of Resurgence screams Bant Coco. Ooh. That makes me almost want to start bolting. I definitely want to get in there. Double bolt is not super great because then, well, I guess we don't need double blue. We could get a stomping ground. Doesn't seem super likely that we need that though. I kind of want to slam this Goyf, which means we want to fetch now. The question is double blue or double red? I'm somehow leaning towards double red. It's a lot more likely that I want to unleash 2 bolts than I want to, I don't know, cantrip plus denial. Denial plus charm is already a decent ways away. I believe we bolt that bird. That will add 2 creature types to the bin. Goyf gets a bit bigger. I like it. Not quite big enough for denial to be on, but they only have 1 land untapped anyways. Noticeably, they missed a land drop. That's fine. We may or may not end up bolting that guy. If we find a 3rd land, or they path us, Snap gets a lot better. That's fine, because we can still bolt at our leisure. So we don't need to bolt in response. They get in for 2, which makes me pretty much just not care about using this lightning bolt. Spell Snare is pretty good. Unfortunately, Goyf isn't getting through this Wall of Omens without help. We could bolt the wall after it blocks, which actually seems quite good because then we hold up Snare and or Denial, which I quite like. So let's do that. I'm not really sad if this Goyf gets pathed. Ooh, Phantasmal Image. We may as well snare that, right? Kills their pseudo Goyf. Maybe they want an aberration, I don't know. I'm pretty sure if the opponent is tapping out, I just want to time walk them. We could have used Simic Charm to win the Goyf war, but eh. Second Snapcaster Mage showing off its clunkiness. Now we can play Mandrills. We probably should just play Mandrills because our opponent is at 4. Combined with Simic Charm, any one of these attackers is lethal. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Let's go to game 2. It looked like Bant Company. Phantasmal Image doesn't specifically confirm it, but it does make me more likely to think it's Bant Coco. So what do we want against Bant Coco? Ancient Grudge doesn't seem good. Revelry seems slightly better because of Worship and Retreat to Coral Helm, assuming they're on Nightfall. I like Huntmaster. I like Pyroclasm. If we are to assume they're on a Knight of the Reliquary variant, then they probably have a good few non-basic lands that they'll possibly want to tutor up, which means they could draw them naturally, and Blood Moon would then be very good. They do run Qasali Pridemage, if I am recalling correctly, so I might want all 3 moons, we'll see. Pillar of Flame, they have Voice. Explosives is very good against Knight, Mountain, and I might want Vapor Snag. Let's cut a Mandrills, cut some Scours. Probably 1 Leak. We still have 6 cards to go. Both Shoals. Snare looks pretty good given that they have Wall of Omens, not Oymens. I don't know what an Oymen is. Simic Charm could be good, but maybe not. Dismember looks excellent. All the bolt effects. Maybe we trim 1 Explosives back. I think I want Renegade, because Knight of the Reliquary, Wall of Omens, Phantasmal Image, making fatties, voice tokens, things like that. I probably want both Snapcaster Mages. Does a second Mandrills go? They're pretty likely to board in some type of graveyard hate. I think I could roll with cutting that Mandrills. Snag or Charm? I don't think I really want both. Snag is a little more mana efficient, so let's try that. Maybe cut a Denial. I'm basically at the point where I cut one of a bunch of cards so that we still have options. Let's cut a Traverse. Although Traverse makes us a lot smoother with this increased curve, so let's try it anyways. Yeah, let's roll with this. I am trimming down to a bunch of 1-ofs because that basically lets us keep our options while still trimming cards. I think I want this because we're on the draw and have turn 1 Serum Visions. Double Snap and Mandrills will certainly be clunky, as well as Moon. So it's entirely possible we don't want this, but once we Serum Visions, we have something like an 80% chance to hit the next land drop. Even though we'll probably be bolting here, we're going to bolt. I really don't think we want our opponent untapping with that Hierarch. Even though we could Visions or Renegade, I believe Steam Vents is the choice because it gives us Bolt and Visions. So let's do that. Slowing our opponent down is certainly also slowing us down. It's possible we should have mulliganed this hand. It is quite slow, but it did have that Bolt, which I'm sure was good. Mulliganing into a hand that didn't have Bolt would probably be bad. They're going for a 2-pip 2-drop. Yep. Oh, please be Pillar of Flame. Please. Please, it's not Pillar of Flame, but it's also really good. That would have been so backbreaking. If we pillared that voice, I'm pretty sure it's game over. I want a Breeding Pool. Maybe not. Maybe I go for a Forest. I'm casting this Renegade anyways. Helps for Blood Moon. How important is the second blue source? Probably not that great because we're going to Visions anyways. So let's play a 2-3 with Death Touch and a Visions. I want both of these. Not specifically in that order, but I do want both. We can always shuffle away the Delver if we don't want it, and I do think I want Foothills first. So let's go. I didn't really want Denial, but I mean, we can go Mandrills plus Denial next turn while probably keeping Bolt in the graveyard. which actually seems absurdly good. Holy Ghost Quarters. I'm pretty sure that's the line. Let's double check the math. We're looking to delve 3 cards, at least, or sorry, at most, unless we include this fetch land. So let's say we want to delve 4. We delve 4, we pay 2, we hold up Denial. The math checks out. 5 cards in the graveyard, 3 lands, 7 mana, plus the Bolt stays. I like it. Let's attack. I don't think the token is going to be super good for them, so I don't mind them chumping here. And if they take 2 damage, well, they take 2 damage. Nothing wrong with the opponent taking damage. Not in my book, at least. We are going to shock, and I think we want the second green source at this point, given that we can't get a basic island anyways. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Go to end step. Denial will give our opponent a asterisk elemental token. I don't know if that's worth it. Do I care about EE taking out Renegade? I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. They are disappointed in their hyper crap draws. I apologize if anyone who doesn't like, I guess, pseudo curse words. I wouldn't really call that a curse word, but anyways. Yeah. If you wanted Super PG-13, although I think that's PG-13, so if you wanted, like, a G rating, it's still there. There we go. Now it's gone. We're just going to clock them anyways. It's okay. They probably shouldn't have gotten rid of their green source if they didn't want to die to bad draws. We're just going to Serum Visions here because it lets us hold up Denial and Tarfire now. Do I want Goyf? Probably. Do I want Leak as well? I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. So let's do that. Go to end step. Tarfire's looking a lot worse than Pillar of Flame right now, but hey. I can't really complain when we're in this spot. This is a very good spot. I don't remember if we saw a Chord in the first game. No, I was thinking Bant Coco. It still looks like Bant Coco. They scooped. That's probably how the match would have gone with these cards in our hand and a Goyf on the way. Renegade was a pretty good 1-drop that game. It let us get the Forest out. I think Delver would have been about as good, if not technically better, since we were attacking most of the time with that Renegade anyways. So given that... excuse me. I just choked on water. Given that we used the Renegade mostly as a clock anyways, I think Delver would have been better in that spot, but I'm not complaining about my 2-3 Death Touch clock. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Yada yada yada. Thanks for watching. Bye.